Hello, everyone, and welcome to your next training. Today, we are going to be talking about creating your recruitment plan. Before I move forward, I want to remind you everything that we talk about in this training, there's a resource for. So please don't be overwhelmed by creating your plan. We have all the great and wonderful resources you will need to be successful. Let's take a look for the agenda for this training. First, we want to introduce you to your field student recruitment manager. Then we're going to discuss what your role actually is. So what will you be doing for recruitment? Then how will you do it? What resources might you use to do these things? After that, we're going to make a plan and talk about how you can use myself and Meredith in this plan. And then we're going to give you 3 things to end with that you can do now or at the beginning of the semester. So let's take a look now at the next slide. In case you don't know who we are yet, myself and Meredith would love to do a little intro. So Meredith will be controlling the screen today, working behind the scenes for this training. She works with regions 2, 3, 5, and in region 1, she works with California and Arizona. I am Emily, and I'll be leading the charge for this training. I work with regions 4, 6, 7, and region 1, with the exception of California and Arizona. Meredith and I are here to help you with everything and anything that you need throughout your time in medical school, as an outreach leader, or even beyond. So, what is your role as an outreach leader? Maybe that's not your title. Maybe you are just a person on campus who helps with AMA recruitment efforts. But let's discuss everything that you will need to do. And again, we have the resources and tools to help you along the way. So one of the first big things that we will ask you to do is communicate with students. So first, if you have not already done so, or you're not a part of your AMA chapter leadership, make sure you connect with them and introduce yourself. You will be working together and collaborating on so many things throughout the year. Then we want you to introduce yourself to M1s. Send a quick note, quick update. It could be via email. It could be through a social media post, whatever that might look like. And then throughout the year, we want you to send emails and post updates about AMA membership on social media or again via email. We have easy email templates and social media toolkits that will help make this even easier. The next thing we want you to do, and I think this is the fun part, is host events. Here are a few popular events that students usually hold every year. We even have pre-created PowerPoints and useful step-by-step guides on how to host some of these events. They're easy and are just a plug-and-play resource for you. So one of the first things I would say you should host is an AMA info session. You might start tabling at an organizational fair or hold a formal presentation for this. Either way, we want you to really host that first event to get the word out about the AMA, its benefits, and how it can really help students within the first few years. Next, we encourage you to hold an advocacy or even a policy-related event. This past year, we've seen that done in many different ways, whether it's through a formal resolution writing workshop, which could be done in a classroom or in a space on campus, or even a more laid-back version of this that students have called Pints and Policy, where they go to a bar and just discuss AMA policy and things that they think should change within the healthcare system. Whatever you choose, we just encourage you to be talking about these things. In addition to the aforementioned, the AMA believes in the importance of health equity. If you have not already looked at our health equity strategic plan, please check it out. We encourage you to host a health equity event in this next year. A few schools in the past have actually worked with other groups on campus. So if there's a group already on campus focused on this work, amazing, why not collaborate? In addition, students have also worked with other medical schools and medical students to combine to host these events. However you want to do this event is great. We just highly encourage it because we do believe it's very important in medicine today. And lastly, we want you to use our outside speakers or speakers that you know of as well. We believe that whether they hop on virtually to say hi and talk about a subject or come to campus, we want to connect you to leaders and movers and shakers, physicians or specialists from around the country to help with your event. We even have a form you can fill out to request a specific person or even just in general a specific topic that you want to talk about. Whether it's the president of the AMA or just somebody that you want to hear from, We are here to make that connection. We have seen students do this in a variety of ways this past year, and we can't wait to see what you all will do with this year. All right, so in addition to communicating with students and hosting events, what else might come up? Well, if you didn't already know, we have AMA meetings. There are about 3 meetings that happen throughout the year. We would love it if you could promote these meetings on campus, but of course, we would also love to see you there in person. During these 3 conferences, we really want to make sure students stay in the loop of everything that's happening at the AMA. Also, depending on your state, there are a ton of fantastic and wonderful, great people working at these state medical societies. We would love it if you would connect with them. If you or someone at your chapter are already in contact, fantastic. If not, we will absolutely help you make the connection. We believe it is crucial for you to stay connected to the AMA, but also stay connected to organized medicine at the local level as well. We work with these state societies hand in hand very closely, and we want to make sure the good work is being done nationally and locally too. So now that you know that you need to communicate with students, host a couple events, and stay connected to us and the State Medical Society, let's talk about how you will do these great and wonderful things. All right, as you may have heard from other trainings, we have a ton, and I mean a ton of resources for you to work with. We have a whole training dedicated to just walking you through the fantastic resources that we have created just for you. In order to help connect you with many of these resources, we really encourage you to set up time with myself or Meredith. So again, meet with your field rep. During these one-on-one meetings, we will make a recruitment action plan. We'll talk about all the resources that we have, and we really hope that these will connect you to everything that you will need to be successful. In addition to the one-on-one meetings, we will also host monthly coffee chats. These will serve as almost open office hours where you can bring questions, concerns, ideas, or just connect with other students and people at the AMA. We may have a few guest stars coming through when you join. In addition to meeting with us and keeping in contact with myself or Meredith regularly, we also encourage you to read your communication that comes out from our team. This could come from myself or Meredith, but also be on the lookout from a sender called Student Ops. We will be sending weekly emails as well as other forms of communication like newsletters or special updates that you should stay on top of. I will say one thing, we encourage you to meet with us, connect with us, read these emails, but we also recognize we are not your first and only priority. So please make sure to be a student first, take care of yourself second, and then help us out recruit right after. So how will you do this, you ask? Again, so many resources here to serve you. I highly encourage you to check out the resources training. Some of the resources that I think are most important to highlight are the AMA PowerPoints. We have a few of these ready to go that are plug and play for you, that all you have to do is make a few tweaks and boom, you are ready to roll for your first major event. We also have email templates because who wants to sit around and write an email when we can do that for you? We want you to use your time to maybe do some self-care because self-care is healthcare. So use your self-care time for you and let us create these emails for you. We already have a handful of templates ready to go, whether it's a welcome email or invites to events, or even emails on critical topics like advocacy and health equity. They are ready for you on that resource center. We also have flyers. I know I'm a visual learner, so why not send out flyers promoting the AMA or just giving general updates to students who might need to open up a flyer or the attachment rather than read through the email. And then we also have step-by-step guides. I know sometimes I need things to be written out for me. So these step-by-step guides will help students navigate their benefits, whether it's signing up for things like Headspace or Gym Pass, or even just the differences in the incentives. So we want to give step-by-step and really help students navigate their membership. But don't worry, we have a few other fun resources that are all stars for us. One of those is the grant funding request. The grant funding request allows you to apply for up to $1,500 per school year to use for recruitment and engagement. It is free money. Again, free money. Who doesn't love that? So if you need a little bit of extra funds to help uplift your campus and uplift your chapter, that is what it's here for. In addition to that, who doesn't love free t-shirts? So we have free swag requests. So whether you want a face mask or free t-shirt, or even just a couple pins with the AMA logo on it, we are here to help you with that. Feel free to fill out our free swag request form, and we'll make sure to get all the goods out to you. In addition to that, as I mentioned on a previous slide, we have a speaker request form. If you're looking for a subject matter expert or just someone to speak from the AMA, we highly encourage you to utilize that request form. And then lastly, we want to create custom marketing materials for you. So there is a marketing request form where you can request anything from the creation of a survey to another email template, flyer for blood drives, or so forth. We want to make this for you. We don't want you spending time creating email templates or posters. We want to do that for you so you have a little extra time to yourself. Grab that coffee, maybe get that extra scoop of ice cream and have a good conversation with a friend. Whatever it is, let us help you make these happen. And if we don't have something that you're looking for, just ask. We will create these things for you. Every single one of our materials has come to us because a student has requested it. So don't be afraid to ask for something more. Now let's talk about how you will make a plan. So each school is unique and different. We recognize that what works for one school might not actually work for another school. We want you to stay true to who your school is at its roots. Do what feels good for you and your students, but still get inspired by others. We are here to help give you those ideas, whether it's building something new or sharing an idea that's already been successful. We have all of those in the back of our minds. So when you make a plan, work with myself or Meredith on making this plan. We have a worksheet called the Recruitment Action Plan, where you can start to really plan out your first few weeks or months, and we're happy to read it over with you and discuss that plan. It really maps out maybe what types of events you want to have, when you want to have it, do you want to use that grant form? Do you want to request some free swag? Basically everything you really need to get recruitment off and going. We have so many resources that we want to share with you, and what works at one school might not work at another school. So again, let us sit down, discuss it with you, and help customize it to your specific school. All right, so what are 3 things that you can do right now? Well, maybe not right now, but at the start of school. So first, we really encourage you, and we will say it time and time again, to meet with us. Let us help you. Let us help you form a plan. I promise we are not scary. We are energetic ladies that are here to help. So let us meet with you and really help formulate maybe what an event might look like or an email might look like. We are here to help. Then once you do figure out who your M1s are going to be and school does begin to start, why not just say hi? Send one of our welcome emails to them, welcoming them to medical school, and even share some insights of your own. We know that last year was a tough year for M1s. And so they still have a lot of adjusting to do. And with your guidance, you could be great resources for them. And then number 3, schedule and maybe even host your first AMA info session or recruitment event. Again, this could be tabling. This could even be something that you do more formally. Whatever it is, why not just put it on the calendar and start to plan it out? And that is where your leadership team from the AMA local chapter comes in handy. In addition, if you want some more help with that, that is where myself and Meredith and even your state medical societies will come in and help create a game plan. As in many of our trainings, we will offer a ton of resources to you. So here's just a visual of what some of this stuff looks like. Whether it's all these wonderful resources found on the Resource Center, the flyers or step-by-step guides. One of my favorites is the journey map, which really maps out how to use, a specific benefit at a certain time throughout your tenure in medical school. Grants or free swag, PowerPoint templates, email templates, they are there to all help you. So there should be links to all of these in the description. So feel free to click on these or easily find them on the website. And again, if you need anything, please reach out to us at any time. We are here to help. Here is our contact information. Please don't be shy. We are here for you. And so if you need anything, resources, tools to kick off such an amazing year, please let us know. Thanks so much for joining us for this training.